Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Tensura Reincarnated. Last time, we were taking a break from the running about, grabbing skills, beating stuff up sort of thing to take a bit more of a look at Create. And technically, we got somewheres. It was progress. It's. I still hate it. I hate how this thing looks so much. So, we made water wheels, we set them up with the gears and whatnot, so we got a water pump working for a thing full of water, which we pump into the space in here. And we actually have a blaze burner because we wanted to capture blazes, we built a mixer, all that so that we could make the spawn fluid random. So, assuming we can make the mechanical spawner, we can at least spawn things in. I haven't yet figured out how to add in the custom recipes. Apparently you can. And if you can, I'm probably going to look to see if I can't make one for villagers or something like that and add it in and try to make it balanced. I don't know, that could be more difficult than I realize. I thought I heard someone knocking, it was just the gears turning. But that was basically it. It was almost 40 minutes of messing around trying to get this to work, failing to get the mixer to work until I made this awful windmill. This was literally the only way I could do it, and nothing else seemed to work, but this monstrosity, just a giant the platform of wool just fluing over top of everything else works. Anyways, that was basically it for last time. We got the charm skill because we had to go to the nether, so I just stole it off of Succubus while we were there. But I think that was it. Now, voice crack there. Between episodes, I did a little bit, I haven't done much. So, as there's extra machines here. This is the mechanical press. It's pretty simple to make. It's just one of the andesite casings, which is to say a stripped wood log with andesite alloy put on it. A shaft and a block of iron gets the mechanical press, which when paired up with a depot, which is again just an andesite thing with an extra piece of andesite alloy, gets you that. Basically, if this thing is powered, like it is via this vertical gearbox into this thing, I don't hate how this very specifically works. I probably used more gears than I would have needed to if I'd set it up differently, but I'm fine with it even. Anyways, if I were to just say, put a brass ingot on here. I probably should have saved one because this brass ingot is now going to be extra because I already did this. So we now have brass sheets. And we need 5 of these in order to make the mechanical spawner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 10 regular brass ingots. So we should have everything we need for that. We just need to make the mechanical crafting thing. And I also used some of our dried kelp to make a belt. It's a belt. It's just there. If I had like a full machine floor set up, I could see how these would be useful for moving stuff about with mechanical arms and whatnot, but we're not to that stage yet. So, I think we now have everything we need to make the mechanical spawner itself, and I think we have everything we're going to need in order to make the machine to make said mechanical spawner. Because to make this thing, we need 25 of these things, which is to say, 9 sets of this, so 9 crafting tables, 9 brass casings, which is brass onto a stripped log, the same way we would do andesite, and 9 electron tubes, which are 9 iron sheets, which should be pretty simple. Hold on, where's... I get to do this. Haha, this thing isn't actually useless. I think I made... Oh, I already made 2, so there's that. I can just toss all of those on there. I'll put the machine through, and then once there, boom, 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 and it will just keep going. Anyways, those just have a moment. Brass casings, I already have plenty of these. I think I only need to make 9 right now, so let's just go with this. Do-do-do-do-do. And like so. Gets us all of these we're going to need. And just pick them back up, and those will be used for crafting. The electron tubes are more or less the most expensive part of this. 9 crafting tables. Can I just make 9 right now, or am I gonna have to go get more wood? There's 6. I'd like to keep stripped logs for right now, so grab out these. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I said like so, please. Thank you. 9. Doop and doop. All we need are the electron tubes, which needs rose quartz, which is made from regular rose quartz with 8 pieces of netherite and a piece of redstone. Thankfully, I grabbed all the nether quartz we're going to need, so there's... Oh, apparently we don't actually have much in the way of nether quartz. We'll have to grab more at some point. Why doesn't that work? Did I miss a step here? Oh, I did it backwards. Doof. Uh, give me all that. I, yeah, that's much cheaper than I thought it was at first. Of course, I'm going to need to grab out more of these. There's a lot of trial and error here. Some of this stuff I probably should have set up before camera, but some of it's new and I figured I might as well show it. There's that, and that should do it. There we go, 9 rose quartz, which in turn we now need to sand down, which is to say make sandpaper with sand and paper. How does this work? Can be used to refine materials. The process can be automated. Do I go like this? Do I have to place this down? Sandpaper polishing. How does this work, though? Lies polished items held in the offhand or lying on the floor when looking at them. Okay, so if I could either hold them on the offhand or just go doo. This... Yeah, do it like this. This is just easier. It looks like I'll only need to make the 1 piece of sandpaper, but it's going to be close. Anyways, these should acquire all of the things we need. Really, it makes 8? You're kidding me. It makes 8 and I need 9. That's rude, game. There's that. Grab out the iron sheets. And this creates electron tubes. So when everything gets put together, we now have 27 mechanical crafters. Very, very nice. And then I believe I just set these up in a 5x5 grid, and we should be able to make these, and then I can worry about applying power to them in a moment. And then I'm going to need to rotate where the arrows are pointing so that it comes out to a certain point, if I remember correctly. 3. The jump is actually too much right now. Actually, the winged boots don't apply for much of the jump. And like so. There was other stuff I wanted to do first, but somehow I just ended up doing this. Well, this wasn't my original intention. And then I used the wrench, I think, to change how they go. Yes, I do. If I remember correctly, everything needs to... Basically, everything needs to end up on the right side. And... like, I think technically this will work, if I remember correctly, though I should probably double check that. I was already going down. That just needed one more. So all the arrows point down, 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 and end up at the bottom. Let's double check this, shall we? So an array of these can be used to automate crafting recipes. Use a wrench, the crafter's guide can be arranged. And... okay, everything needs to converge on one exit point. So this should work. So then this just goes ahead and sets it up with 8 iron bars, which I already made. Like so. I need an emerald in the middle. I need a shaft on the bottom. Thankfully, I have extra shafts. Emeralds are not an issue. Actually, they're kind of an issue. I only have 2, I only have 2 blocks of them left. Like so. Brass sheets here, 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 and here. And then the rest is brass and ingots. So now, if I power this thing, I don't think I have to give an output. I think it should just end up there, but we'll have to see. And I don't know if this thing requires a huge amount of power. Power might just make it run faster. So I already set up this little water wheel here. Actually, I can just move this water wheel closer, can't I? Instead of just like making more gears. I was about to. Oops. So just go here. Make a little bit of this, so make sure it doesn't go anywheres. That, and then a singular gear, which I don't actually have anymore. I'm gonna have to make one. Rude. Or is there one I can steal somewheres? I think I'm using everything. So, like this, and like this gets us the cogwheel. Overstressed. It appears that this contraption is overstressed. Add more sources or slow down the components with high stress impact. Okay, so a basic water wheel is going to be too weak to actually do it. Good to know. Does it say how much stress it actually requires anywheres? I don't think so. I'm gonna end up having to attach this to that windmill monstrosity, I think, somehow, because that thing can carry a whole lot more than anything else I've built. I have an easy way to do it. I'm gonna head back up to Go Kindly right away. How am I going to do that? Oh wait, I could have stole the ones from the conveyor belt. That's not actually necessary. Do I really not have a good way to attach this? I have to attach a... Oh, this is gonna be gross. I'm going to have to attach a whole bunch of stuff to this that I'd really rather not. Like add an extra gear, add more gearboxes. I should have built this thing right next door. That would have made it at least easier that way. Let me move this thing, and then I guess grab a bunch of gears to fix how I have this laid out. Okay, it's moved. It was actually easier to hook up than I thought it was going to be. Basically, I just needed a big gear so I could change directions and then attach it to this giant bar here. And I just basically had to move it out to the edge of the thing. It's flipping, but it's fine. That doesn't matter. Now, as soon as I put in this, it should automatically start crafting. Get out of the way, fish. It just collects everything into one pile, moves it all about. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, that's actually really cool to look at. Like, I'm just all completely animated and whatnot. Ta-da! Mechanical crafter. Or mechanical spawner, rather. Now, basically, this thing I need to pump full of that liquid, and... I don't actually remember how this works. Basically, it needs to be full of the spawner fluid. This is a beach, so I have no idea what that means it's going to spawn in. Of course, I have built this whole contraption for making the liquid all the way over here, and planning on putting the spawner right there. Did not think this all the way through. I wish I could move that full of the liquid, but that's not how this works. Does pickup, does carry on work with this? Apparently not. I forgot that's what I had that button to. That's probably easier than going through the whole thing. Yeah, considerably. That takes like a half second, otherwise it's pressing tab and boom, trying to get to the right thing. I'd have been using that more often. Anyways, how am I going to attach this? Piping through the floor? Piping through the floor it is, probably. I'm gonna need to make more of this, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I still have plenty of copper. Sure. And then, apparently, I don't even need to put the fluid... I don't even need to put the pump right here. I can just put the pump anywheres nearby. Anywheres on the bar until the end. Like, I could put it right on the bottom of that if I wanted to. So, Yeah, I'm gonna need to make more piping for this. And then hook it up, so I might just see you in a moment. But before we do that, there's a couple other things I want to do before I finish up with this. Might as well do the things I wanted to mention before I completely forget them before we end off. So, between episodes, technically I did more than just that little pressing thing. I noticed a couple things. One, let's grab our sword, shall we, and just hit the bar. 152 damage and like 5 extra damage for fire or whatever. So 152. If we hit it with the hoe, 154 and then an extra 66. Why is the hoe just an all-around better weapon than the sword? We need to get a hold of Researcher, but we're missing so many schematics still. But like, this thing has magic weapon and slotting 3. Like, I can go ahead and just use this thing instead, which is actually why I got low Magisteel and a bunch of the crystals ready, so that we could go ahead and make the elemental cores, which are somewhere on this list. There they are. 3 elemental cores. I need 1 more. Thank you. So I actually want to bring these things out and try to go get our hands on a winged cat. There's actually something else I want to try too. So, a winged cat. We know where they are. I'm gonna go try catching one of these in a thing instead of going through the whole kill a bunch, get the essence. Because apparently we can do that, and that would have saved us a bunch of time. So there's that. That's the important thing. Then there was one more thing. Oh yes, that's what it is. Teleport. Fly my way back up here real quick. There's a couple of things we can train. So, let's look at the unique skill. The Divine Berserker. We're at 13,568. That is our current run even, which means that we're officially over it. I can technically just do this. And I was for a little bit last night. Do I have self-regen on? So I can just teleport into a wall, self-regen while trying to keep us alive, and we're going to slowly build up the points we need for this. It's only 6 at a time, but that is something. It's probably slower than just going about trying to find, like, dire wolves and take off my armor and let them beat me up, but it's still something to, like, keep in mind if we want to start working towards that while crafting stuff in our backpack or something. Anyways, let's go try the winged cat thing first, because there's a decent chance I'll forget it if I get distracted by Creed again. So the winged cats live in a a jungle just like north of here. So let's see if I can't track one down real quick. And there's a couple things I want to test with it first before we just put it in a ball. Aha, found ya. So, something to try. Naming you. Will get us this. Malim. Why didn't that give us, I'm fairly certain that was supposed to give us the summon, winged cat ability. Let's go try getting a little piece of EP? Is it because I only evolved you and I didn't actually... Why didn't that work? Apparently, this is supposed to give us the skill. What are we at? 5, 4, 8... What did that take? Oh, that was so not worth it. Oh, this didn't even work! This whole plan was to see... someone mentioned that this should give us the... summon thing, but it didn't. Oh, hold on, that didn't even... Fine, then. Fine. It doesn't even kill the cat, it just gives us the spatial core. That's even better than I thought it was. Anyways, technically speaking, I now have a pet cat. It cost me so much more EP than it was really worth, but we have it. Now, stack them all into the hoe. Infinity Core. Winged cat died. Wow, you are bad, or the cobblestone golems are just way too strong for you. Anyways, I need something actually to properly test this on, because now this hoe is, apparently superpowered. Where did Malim go? There you are. Do I have an extra thing on me? A capture jar. Yes, I do. Ah, I hate Cecilias. Like, wait, I can fly on a winged cat? I'm sorry, what? I never tried this before. I don't think I actually tamed a winged cat. I used the summon on one before, but okay, that's kind of cool. So now we have a pet kitty, and as we stay near it, it will slowly get unyielding points. Come with me. I forgot that you don't press shift to go down. Anyways, let's get Malim here home. They'll just sit next to Arthur the dragon. And then I guess we'll get back to working on the thing, because we got what we wanted. Or first, technically, we'll go test this thing. Well, it one-shots you, but that's not really a big surprise. You and you can sit in there. You are going to stay. Just teleport up there. It's probably faster. It's actually probably close if I fully commit to it. Sleep through the night. Let's throw one spatial blade at the thing just to see what its max damage is. That's not even very good. Oh wait, no, I don't have spatial manipulation yet, do I? Turn it on. I turned it back off immediately. That's not what I wanted. 250. That's not as good as I was expecting. Oh, but if I put it in my offhand but use the sword, it takes the combined damage of the sword and the hoe. Okay. It's good. It's an option. I should just keep it in the offhand. Cool. That wasn't fully what I was expecting, but it's sure, we'll go with it. Anyways, let me continue working on getting the... Let me keep working on getting that hooked up. So, like so and so gets us these. It's just faster than just waiting for them to go through. And that gives us 8 fluid pipes. I think that should be good. No, it's not. I did not put that 8 blocks away. Plus, I'm going to need extra for the pump. So let me just set that up real quick. Okay, I'm going to have to change where I was going to put this because, like everything else in this mod, this thing actually requires spinning force. It's just on the bottom where you can't see it most of the time. So if I put that there, it'll now try to spawn something. Actually, pretty quickly. But it also... it doesn't have any fluid in it, so it actually needs to, get fluid. So if I just pump in like that... Now, if I attach one more gear right here, which of course I don't have because I put this one block too far away, I truly do not really know what I'm doing. But we're getting there. We're almost there. We almost have something working. Of course, there is always the chance that this thing will try to spawn a zombie or something like that, and one of the add-ons has made it so the zombies won't spawn at all. So there's an okay chance this doesn't work anyways. Which will make me very sad. Anyways, we will now start pumping in the spawn fluid. Spawn random fluid. Although it is fairly slow. Now that it has fluid, it's going to take forever. 6%, 7%. That is considerably slower than I thought it was going to be. It is not rotating with enough speed, so this thing isn't actually fast enough for it. This thing is super fast for everything else. I would have expected it to be decently good at this. But apparently I'm going to need to import more speed somehow. Which, easiest way, start getting more stupid with that thing and just keep expanding it. Or try to find a different source of power that will work fairly well. Why? Why did it do that? That's not what I want. How am I going to do this? Wait forever? Or just keep expanding that? What other power sources are there? What am I missing? I know there's like electrical power, but we need to set up immersive stuff for that too, and I don't know if we're ready for that. There's steam power, but we tried and failed to set that up last time. Although now that we have sufficient this power, we might be able to create steam more efficiently and thus use steam power itself. We could do that. This is just a complete mess. This thing needs to be entirely dismantled and set up properly in like an actual factory setting. Oh no, this is just going to take a little bit. Well, let's just wait and let it spawn in normally once, just to see it happen. And then we'll try looking at everything to create a better spawn thing, a better power source for it. Right now, though, just gonna pop in bed, and I'm just going to be waiting for that. Maybe I should actually move my bed downstairs. That would probably speed up the whole sleeping process a little bit. Anyways, I'll just see you in a little bit, I think. Okay, we should only be a few more seconds away. What is it going to spawn? Come on. 100%. It spawned nothing. That means it tried to spawn a zombie or something like that, and the game says no. It could be a creeper. So this whole thing I was setting this up for, is just completely worthless. Cool. This one of the... There's an okay chance that this is actually one of the data packs that does that. Like, I know the person who made the roguelike data pack was using it specifically for a series that they play with someone who always turns off normal mob spawns in favor of modded ones. So there's an okay chance that that's still the case here, and the data pack does that manually, and that I will never get a zombie or something like that to spawn. Which would suck. Or it's still bad mobs messing it up, in which case I should just go try removing that mod real quick to see if it fixes it. Let me remove bad mobs real quick and see if that's the problem that's causing it so this thing won't work. So 1 second. Okay, that worked. So basically I have now gone ahead and completely moved away from the water wheel over to this. Basically just attached this bar to where we were spinning before. Goes into there, which attaches to those water pumps and everything, and then goes into that. So now this actually spins the steam wheel. It's just not very good because there's not much water and the fire's not very hot. That provides a lot of power, but it's going to be considerably slower than that for right now. Oh, and now you're spawning slimes. Why did that fail the first time? Slimes are not among the mobs that were gotten rid of. Oh, So technically speaking, I am now creating steam, but I am no longer getting water into where it needs to be. Oh, I see what happened. There's now water in here that shouldn't be. So will that now start filling this up with water again? No, all of it's getting turned into steam. So I'm going to need a separate pump for steam and for that. I thought that might end up being the case, but it was figured it would be worth a test. Why do you spawn now? Why did that? I'm still confused why that failed the first time, but worked that time, and it was just the slime. Weird. But bad mobs and whatnot is now removed, so we'll be seeing zombies and stuff again. I didn't really want to, but that should hopefully also fix, like, some of the mob, like, airships and whatnot. Speaking of which, let's actually go make sure that that worked. Where is it? There was... Where's the mage tower? It's near Jarmier. Where's Jarmier? It's in the snow. Where's the snow? I don't remember. Grab this thing, and let's go see something. So if it was bad mobs causing it so that none of the zombie spawners and whatnot were working from the Dungeons Arise mods, structures. Seriously, where was this? We cleared... Oh, there it is. It's like due northeast from here. Maddie Muir, or whatever that name of that town was. Ooh, is that healer? That's Shinji. Yeah, you're healer. Hmm. We already tested with making Spearhead, and we already tested with Unyielding, and neither of them are going to work against you. And Great Sage can't steal unique skills, so just beat you up so that we can get your kill list on, and that will be one more beaten Otherworlder for... What skill was it? I am now blinking. It's not Tames. Uh-oh. That just break because I tried to open the quest log? 1 second. There we go, it's a Wrath. I knew it was a good one we recognized. So now we just need to kill the rest of them. Cool. If I can get them to spawn. Anyways, what direction exactly am I supposed to be running in? There, cool, just continue due northeast. As we deal with massive lag spikes, it's the snow. It's always rain. Every time it rains, the game breaks. Weather clear, just cheating for the sake of game health is always good in my opinion. Anyways, I'll see you over at the airship. We're basically testing to see if that fixed the fact that it wasn't working. We're not really going to be doing much clearing. I think we already did. I'll just see you in a moment. Okay, so 1, this is a new one. 2, there are now skeletons. Which, it's okay, so it definitely was bad mobs and in control, making it so that these things wouldn't spawn their monsters. But the thing with both of those both of those mods is that they very specifically put in place, or they should put in place, that mobs from spawners are exempt and can still spawn. The fact that they didn't is just weird and broken. Like, it was supposed to work but didn't for some reason. So, I don't know. Anyway, this place just has like a bunch of redstone, a few odds and ends basic resources. Nothing we super care about right now. Unless one of these is just hiding random modded loot, which would be good. I don't think so, though. Anyways, now what are we getting up to? Not entirely sure. Let me down, please. Let me down. Come on, thank you. So, some of our create stuff is done. We technically have the spawner working. I just need to set it up. Actually, I kind of need to set it up with chest and the arms so that it can put in a bunch more. I was really enjoying just seeing modded stuff. I don't actually like the fact that I had to turn off, that I had to remove bad mobs. I would prefer just the modded stuff running about. I don't know. I'll have to think on it. Basically, I have to decide if it's worth getting that thing to work, for maybe getting mobs we care about in exchange for not getting cool modded mobs to fight all the time. And I don't know if it is. I think tried to eat me. I don't think it can auto kill you if you're strong enough. I know it can do a lot of damage if you're not, though. Anything in here? Oh, apparently I haven't been to this village at all yet. Yeah, let me loot this place. Also, apparently, I was looking at the schematics, because obviously we're missing a whole bunch if we want to get the researcher skill. And apparently, most of them spawn in very specific villager houses and very specific biomes. So any village that I didn't clear out fully was a big mistake, because it could have had one of the last remaining, or one of the schematics we're after for researcher. So it's probably going to be worth it to run around and go to all of them and clear out all the houses that I wouldn't normally clear. If only so we can keep working towards that. You know what? I know there's a whole bunch of maps I know there's a whole bunch of villages on the map that I haven't fully cleared. I'm sure some of them probably have at least something good. I think I'm just going to run around for a little bit and see if I can't pick up any schematics. Also, I'm going to go turn back on bad mobs, I think. I don't think it's worth it to have these things around, but give up all, but maybe get something good. I don't know. I'll see you in a little bit. I'm going to turn back on bad mobs, I think. It was mostly just a test to see if it would work. And then I'm just going to run around to a bunch of different villages, see if I can't get schematics. So, yeah, I'll see you in a bit. I'm rambling. Okay, so 1, bad mobs is in, I did re-add it. 2, running around to random villages without any plan is not going to work. Because I have the whole list of schematics up and where they spawn. So, there's one that spawns very specifically in Toolsmith in village toolsmith houses at like 20 or 10% or something like that. But very specifically only the toolsmiths in taigas or something like that. And there's one that only spawns in tanneries or goblin house villages. Or goblin chief houses, rather, in goblin villages. So just randomly going around, going to everything and hoping for the best isn't really going to work. So I'm going to have to, like, very specifically look for certain biomes with certain houses. For the gold block. Did that have a chest too, or was that just the gold block? I just missed the chest, I guess. So, I am currently on my way to a nearby goblin village, going to see if their chief house has... I think it's the short sword schematic that I'm after, but I don't quite remember. It's only going to take me another moment. Hello there. Glad I found you. Great Sage. Yeah, I'm down near the labyrinth tree. Probably should have gone to the labyrinth tree while I was here. But let's just pick up the medium magic from you first. Wind transform. It's good, but not what I was after. Come on. Oh, it's one of the giant airships. Cool. Get you get back over here. Blah. Nope, I missed. Oh, I missed. Come on. Where's the iron spells bag? Because apparently I'm going to need that because I got some junk on me. Or I got some stuff. Probably not all junk. 50% chance, game. I still maintain, but it's just not. It's supposed to be 50%, but it's just not. Also, it started raining again as soon as I hit resume recording. Oh yeah, I had to restart the game, so it's not there anymore. Weather clear. Still maintain. This is straight up just not 50%. There's no way. There's no way I'm hitting either not getting a single 50%, or every 50% is hitting the further 50% to hit wind transform instead of the magic sets. There's no way. I already have wind magic. I'm just silly. I completely forgot. I already have what I'm after there. I got the medium wind spirit from the tree. I'm okay. I'll be okay. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, there's a goblin village just over here. It should only take me another moment or two to make it over there, and then we'll see about schematics when we get there. Okay, we made it. I might have been running through a forest, and there might have been like 4 or 5 different pixie villages. There are no longer 4 or 5 different pixie villages. Side note, completely unrelated. I now have a bunch of pixie dust. Anyways. Nope. I couldn't be that lucky to get it on the first try, could I? Like, of course I'm not. Okay, so nothing in there. While we're here, we now have our goblin friend, who is going to stay right here, because if you come with me, you are going to get hurt. But there's another one. Now we just need an orc, a slime, a direwolf, and a lizard folk. And then we'll get the dark set, which will be another one done. In fact, there's a slime right here. I should have... Yeah, I should be using the subdue, not the evolve one. That way I don't use up any magicules. Slight mistake, but I'm sure it's fine. Anyways, where are we off to now? More goblin villages, more taiga. I know, are there any taiga villages? No, there's more goblins. That's probably our next step. Wow, I don't actually know where there's that many different... Oh, there's one. Mark that as there. I'm just gonna teleport over to cool things, save a little bit of time, and then from there I'll make my way south. Rude. So, yeah. Huh? When did I put my marker inside? I thought it was outside. Anyways, I'm just gonna run to a few more villages before we end off today. I forgot there was a goblin village right here. That was not my plan. I was just saving a little bit of time so I didn't teleport to like Jarmy and then over here. So I should just put a waypoint here. I come back here pretty often. Nope, not in there. I probably also should have double-checked exactly which schematics I do have and which ones I don't. That would have been a good idea. That way I don't have to go, like, oh, do I have a longsword one? Yes. Never mind, don't need to look for it. Anyways, let me go clear out this village, and then we'll go from there. Let's hope we get lucky. This is going to take more work than I was expecting, I think, though. Oh, I guess I'm not actually scared of direwolves anymore. Oh, I wanted to keep one of them alive. I was hoping my Demon Lord Hockey wasn't that strong yet, but I do have over 1,000 health, which to be expected. Gold blocks? I don't think I've opened one of you in a while. I opened an overworld one at one point. Anyways, oh, there is one wolf alive still. Hello there, wolfy friend. Subdue. Hear me out. Hear me, direwolves. You can just stay put. That just means we need to go get our hold of a lizard folk and an orc. Which honestly we should do while we're at it, out and about today as well. Right now I'm heading towards one more taiga biome that I know of, and hopefully we get lucky with this one, because no luck on any other schematics so far. Which is a little bit sad. I would like to get Researcher back pretty quickly. It's... Where exactly was it? It's somewhere north of here, I know that. Or northwest. Teleports. This skill is almost mastered, and it is very nice. Because it's more or less already instant. But when it is fully mastered, it will be truly instant. And I'll teleport on a whim, basically. Plus, I think it gets longer range, which will be good. So let's clear out this last village here, and then we're going to head over to the lizards and then head over to the desert for the orcs. That's what they're called. We're completely blinking right there. Nothing in there. Come on. I probably was already in that house. I would have stolen any schematics that were already there. And one more house, and then the one that's from Ice and Fire that's not actually going to have anything. Really? No good luck. I'm still finding Cecilia's all the way out here. Stop it, Nee. Stop it. Oh yes, also, something to note. The spirit orbs do double duty. Not only are they a good weapon, but they also help train up spiritual manipulation. If I kill something with this, I gain spiritual manipulation point. Or spatial, not spiritual. Which is, again, very nice. Anything that can pull double duty is pretty good. And spiritual manipulation is going to be awesome if we got high-end spatial magic. Wrong words, blah. Anyways, no luck on those schematics. Let's head on over to... Are you ready? No, 50 more seconds. I just run to a swamp from here? Yeah, I can just run to the swamp from here. That's not going to take long, and then we can save the other one for the trip to the desert. So, I'll just see you when we're about to tame a lizard, and I'll just teleport away, and then tame an orc, and that will be the dark set at least. And should also get us the unique skill Commander, which, yeah, I don't think that one's going to be very helpful, but it would be nice to have nonetheless. So I'll just see you in a moment. Okay, I've made my way over to the lizards. I almost completely forgot to mention, but one of the villages we cleared out had an iron spells building, and inside was this shriving stone, which apparently we can use to get rid of improvements or upgrades on weapons. So I guess that's something to hold on to. I don't think we're going to use it just yet, but it could be useful. Anyways, lizard. Oh wait, no, I very specifically have to turn one of you. I do want to turn one of the lizards into a actual Drago Newt, because apparently they have magic resistance to steel. So the only way we can do that right now is with unyielding, so it's going to need to stay by my side for 10 minutes. It's not exactly easy. That's kind of not kind of not ending well most of the time whenever we try it. So, just a check. Also, how does Unyielding actually get points? Like, Unyielding still has 0 training points, despite the fact that we've had it for a while. Ooh, also, frogs! I know where there's water. Release you back into your actual environment where you belong. Because anywhere's nearby is gonna get you killed. Anyways, our new lizard friend is just going to follow along. Maybe I do run to the... I can probably keep him alive long enough to run to the desert. That's not going to take too long. And that way, it'll actually gain the training points. Otherwise, I would end up having to put him inside of a master capture cell, in which case he won't gain any training points, and in fact, I think might lose them. Although I'm not 100% sure on that. Actually, you can fly, which means you're going to be mildly safe at least. As long as I use thought communication. Movement. You don't meet the work. Oh, I have to master thought communication in order to... Oh, that's silly. I have to master it in order to actually use it to make you not attack anything. I don't think I like that. That's a weird one. Although it's only going to take me a moment to master anyways. Although, I'll see you over in the desert. I'll try to keep him alive and close enough to us in order so he can level up. I'm going to have to avoid Stymphalian birds and any other menaces. Those are going to be a problem. Thankfully, Tames do not get hurt by your hockey. So this is probably going to be how we do it. Anyways, I'll see you in a little bit. It's probably going to take a little while to actually make it over there. This actually went pretty well. I think it did take me just about 10 minutes. But this is actually fairly easy. Like, the fact that they can fly makes it so that they actually keep up with you fairly well. And then basically I could just hockey anything that got in the way. So it actually worked. Subdue. We now have Ruler of Monsters and the Unique Steel Commander. We can now make the Dark set. And now... I'm sorry. I am sorry. You do not have... Lizards don't have unique skills, right? Like, I don't think they can. Somewhere I read something about it, but I think that might have been an add-on or something, though I'm not sure. Now I just need something to take care of our friend here. Because we should now get magic resistance and all of the dragon-based skills when it does. I feel a little bit bad about this. Like, you've been my friend for 10 minutes, and I've kept you alive this whole time. There we go. We gain a good chunk of its EP. Actually, it might have been good to keep it around for longer, just for the extra EP gain. But we now have magic resist, all of the dragon stuff, and flame breath. What is that over there? Is that direwolves? I can't actually tell. There's sun in my eyes. This time of day where I can no longer see because of window placements. But I should actually turn on magic resistance real quick and also be very careful because I know there's a Hinata nearby. So magic resistance goes on. And we're not going to use dragon... We're not going to use dragon skin right now because we're working on getting things for our armor, engravings. Yeah, very nice just to get those skills. I should... How much EP does Arthur have? Because I could just go flying around on Arthur, let Arthur keep growing up EP and whatnot. And then have something eat Arthur once I get him above 500. That would work fairly well. Actually, I think it's 1200 in which you get all of their EP, but it doesn't matter that much. Sphinx, hold on. Grab the sword, silly. Your max EP is 85,000, which would be good, but not amazing. Also, I spent so much EP today, I didn't even realize how much it was. Oh, that was a mistake. But Anyways, that's probably a pretty good place to end things off. Can I get it out before the sneeze? Can we finish off before I sneeze? No, I think we're good. So, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody.